Anita's there as well?
Yes, she is, but
Anita's here as well.
not
Okay.
sure if she can hear because not sure if she can hear. Yeah.
Can hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, was
So
that
how's your
Anita?
weekend?
I think our weekend not as exciting as yours.
I'm not sure whether I should be happy about it or not.
I hope you managed to get some rest on the weekend after the late night call on Friday.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. No, not only
Yeah.
late night call, like literally Friday, I think I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, no, I can imagine there are lots of things going on, and then it's very messy because corporate's also involved already. Previously,
Yes.
they kind of let you all do whatever you're needed to do lah. So,
Yeah, but
hi.
thanks to Roseanne like providing like advice and today your help. Yeah, luckily I
Yeah.
have your.
I know. We Rox was just talking to me. I keep telling her like, hey, it's her day off. Like, stop talking to me. Yeah, I mean, she even had lunch with you lah. So I don't know whether I can go fight for off in lieu for her lah. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, she was here, but good to see her. See her like for a break just now. Yeah, good too. It was good.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to quickly go through most of the stuff today because I think the major decisions is like, what's happening with TED, and I think right now there's not much issues to do with that since we've already crafted a response, and now you need to get some direction from corporate on this. In the
Yes.
meantime, what we want to do to support, because, okay, my sense is that what happens is that corporate will come out with a statement, and after that they are going to they will cascade the information back to you all, and then you all will have to give it to the sales guys on ground, right?
Yes, I assume that would be that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that there are certain things that I feel also needs to be communicated to the sales guys in terms of why you all crafted a statement this way, as opposed to you just give them a statement and just tell them like, hey, sales guys, just tell this to the Taiwan people and that's it, just go shop after that. Because they can't do that, because they're the relationships, right? They will be asked 1,001 questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So aside from the statement that's going to go to them, and I suspect that statement will probably come down by tomorrow morning. I think that we will also need to come up with the FAQs for you in terms of what are other anticipated questions that might come up. I don't think it will be that exhaustive, but if you can give us until tomorrow to come up with those questions as responses to you, we can share that across by tomorrow afternoon. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
think
yeah,
possibly something that was highlighted also like apart from FAQ is for us. I believe that would be part of your FAQ as well. It's like the thing show like what might be the possible coverage coming out from all this whatever statement that we release. Of course, for media, we are definitely a no comment and not going to answer any questions, not even a no comment. But then what would be a possible coverage coming out next? Like maybe, for example, I'm still trying to find out with the sales team, like earlier when NSYS wanted to announce on their UAV. So that's something that we might need to consider. Like, let's say, even though NSYS might have agreed that they won't mention Honeywell's name in it, but then given that it was a previous it's already in the public earlier when they have speculation saying that it will be Honeywell, there might be a possible coverage or possible question around that. Probably that's something that we might need to look into it.
Yeah, I think, okay, from my perspective, right, if when the Deng Yun goes live, right, you won't get any negative coverage in Taiwan. Most of the negative coverage you might get might be in China itself. But we hope that it won't blow up again simply because like most of the news that Honeywell supplied those parts, right, has already come out already. So they shouldn't. It shouldn't be the case, but obviously we must prepare for the 1% where something bad happens. Okay?
Yeah, I think corporate strategy now, right, from my meeting, it's a completely no response strategy to media. So they can write what I feel that way is like they can write whatever as long as we don't respond. Maybe it's already in public earlier, like for example TBE 331, it was already mentioned that it will be used for UAV. But even there's question, let's continue. I think corporate strategy is let's continue not to comment anything and answer anything on that.
Yeah, so essentially they just want to be as quiet as possible. It's not so much about burying their heads in the sand, it's just lying low as far as possible for the time being, which we also
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah,
okay,
in the
yeah.
meantime,
So
I will also try to find out what's the next step when I send this over for approval tonight. Yeah.
okay, can. Okay, so then I just move. So I quickly move on to the other topics. On TED itself, I think we'll just have to wait for the next direction. Okay.
Yeah, one more question because we are also reinforcing the message that we are still a solution provider, which I think is good. But then there's continue to work together with the partner, including Taiwan Defense. So that statement itself, it's fine, right? Like we are telling that we are working with Taiwan Defense. Because it's not to the media, but it's to the organizer, it's to the customer, it should be fine, I think.
Yes, so I'll be very honest with you that I'm in two minds about it, simply because, as I said, any statement that you tell the organizers may be leaked out to the public, but hopefully not. But if the main issue is to appease the organizers, then I think that's important that we say this. And that's why I didn't just say that that you're committed to the Taiwan defense, but rather, you're committed to working with partners, and that includes Taiwan defense. So that means you all work with many different people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what they say. Yeah, I'll keep you all posted on. Yeah.
But yeah, again, we just like I said, we can say any number of things, but people may feel differently about something else, even though you say one way. And we can't always appease everybody. Yeah.
Yes. True.
Yeah, that's the thing I've learned about in comms. Like no matter what you say, right, there'll be like always this one
different story.
one individual, right, who will still just disagree and cause trouble for you, and you just have to be prepared on how to deal with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. Yeah, I think the most important for corporate comms is as long as it don't affect the investors and branding.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. Okay, then I move on to Go Direct Trade and the pitching for that. So that one we can actually proceed, right?
Yes, and Rock's email was saying that let's start with the second narrative first, right? So,
yes.
But my only concern is like if we start with second narrative, let's say, will the upcoming coverage impact our first narrative? Because actually our talking points are pretty much the same. It's just the positioning, the story positioning. Do you foresee that? Yeah.
Okay, Anis, are you there? Anissa?
Okay, sorry, I was on mute. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. No, so Anissa, correct me if I'm wrong, with the two different pictures, I mean, while the talking points are the same, the targets are different, correct?
Yeah, I think the targets are different, and then the amount of information that we'll share will be slightly different. So because the first one is more like dailies and international news, the type of phrasing will be slightly different because they are not so familiar with the aerospace lingo. So the way it's phrased might be slightly different. Yeah. So that's where the coverage come out also will have that differentiating factor.
Okay, yeah. As long as they are okay, it should be fine.
From our perspective, it doesn't cannibalize, but rather we have tweaked it slightly because it's all, as you said, it's all the same information, but it's just the positioning and who is the target audience and readership that we're going for. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And my another question would be because there's I think 4 or 5 tech media that you all have identified. I was wondering, like, if possible, can we also like explore maybe the local the tech desk in the local dailies?
Um, okay, can we come back to you on that? My sense is the reason why we haven't gone with the tech desk for the dailies yet. Okay, so for example, our second pitch itself, right, we are focused on more tech-specific publications. The thing with a lot of like technology dailies, right, is that they're more focused on the consumer side of things as opposed to the business story.
Yeah, because I can see that you are trying to position it and connect it with the upcoming like shopping sales and all
Yeah.
those. Yeah, I was thinking it might be interesting for them because I'm also thinking my justification myself is probably the tech. Not every target or Honeywell's target audience might be reading the tech media, but if
No.
let's say we can go into some of the mainstream media, yeah, maybe by chance they will read it.
I see you're coming from, yeah. So it will be one of the areas that we look at, but for us, it's not the major priority push first. And we'll see like where we get to like the first round of pitching also, because yeah, as I mentioned, a lot of the daily tech writers, right? Especially like I think even for the local dailies on your site in Malaysia, right, and even in Singapore, right, a lot of their tech journalists are focused more on like the consumer products or the consumer tech side of things. So to tell like a business tech story down there, sometimes we have to go and find the right reporter to do that. Okay? But we will take it into consideration. Yeah. Okay? So that was it on GDT. If you're okay, we can go ahead to proceed. I mean, at least it gives us something else to focus on. While the other stuff is being dealt with, so we don't stop.
Yeah, I think we have stopped a lot of for 2 months. I think given a few sensitivity and something. Yeah, I think we can start. Yeah, let's start with this.
Okay. On the BGA Jetwave, Anissa, do we have any updates on that? Anissa.
Sorry, okay. For the BGA updates, no, we have not have any updates on that, but we'll keep you posted even once we hear anything again.
BGA Jetwave, okay, because I think that's the media alert that I asked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was for the media alert. Yeah.
Yeah, because earlier I think you all have conveyed like usually even if we can I just check if let's say Honeywell drafted a blog post on the BGA Jetwave, so it's like Honeywell internally sometimes we do make the channel partners announcement through our blog. So if let's say can we do something like can we help, or if we take up deliverables like we send a media alert and say, hey, recently about this, it's just like then we attach the link to our contact, or is it still like what Lincoln says that it will take out one of the deliverables given of the amount of drafting the pitch and anything?
Okay. Can I just confirm? Are you asking us to send out a media alert, letting the media know that you all have drafted a blog on this, or?
Because okay, this is I'm not sure how media alerts work. I have not encountered that much. So my understanding is there's two type of media alerts. One is to draft an announcement, which we think that it's too much for a press release, but we can do a shorter version just to inform the media about the news. That's one way. Another way, probably I'm thinking, can we because we can't draft we don't draft press release for channel partners announcement. But then if let's say one of the announcement, like for example, like the Jetwave that I share, they actually open up the market for VIP jets, the Jetwave VIP jets, which we think that it might be newsworthy. So can we help to actually like maybe draft a very short note and attach the link, and just to let the media know that about the news?
If it's a if it's a news announcement, then yes, we can do it as a media alert. But if it's a blog post that was written about this, then that's where we would say don't send it out as a media alert to the media. That's why I'm trying to get context. Yeah, because okay, generally for the media itself, right, they'll be willing to cover things like press releases or like just press alerts as FYIs to them. But if it's like a blog that was written about this entire partnership, what it entails, etc., that's not something that we usually go and send to the media.
Oh, even that the content itself, it's about that announcement.
Yes, cause unless it's like a formal piece of information, but maybe you send me the blog first, then at least we can evaluate like whether
How we can do that?
yeah, how we can do that. Yeah, maybe send that across first. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to get that link and share it with you. Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
Yep. And I guess the last point for us to talk about is on the media opportunities. We did mention that there was an interview opportunity. I'll let Anisha share more about this interview. Oh.
Yeah, I've not read that email I have not read that email, yeah. But maybe you can just briefly let me know.
Okay, Ken. So I think we spoke about how Jet Gala wanted to have an interview opportunity with Honeywell, and that time our discussion we mentioned that it has to be in person. So we actually went back to the reporter to the editor and asked her if we could do a phone or email, right? Because some of the execs might not be based in Singapore. But she mentioned that she would prefer for it to be in person so that she can have that personal connection with them when she speaks to them face to face.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the angle that she was going through. So because of this, right, she will be able to understand the executive as a person, and then also help her to create a story that resonates with her audience. Because Jet Gala writes for the luxury and business aviation, so they actually target on the higher worth network individuals. So in that sense, the type of stories that resonate with them would be something that would be good if we can present her with an in-person interview.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So it would definitely be a BGA story. And
no,
then...
okay, actually the story, right, she's actually quite open to the story angle that we wanna push across. And then we actually did a look on Jet Gala's website, right? They are actually quite open to different kind of stories. So in our recommendation, we actually wanted to position Paul Neff for this interview. Because that day when we talked to him, we realized that Paul has like a very good understanding of Honeywell in general, and then Honeywell Aerospace. So with that, we can give the Paul, his freedom to actually discuss about Honeywell, but maybe push a bit more of certain key messages that we want him to focus on.
Yeah, so how well known is Jet Gala?
Okay, so Jet Gala, they have a wide range of readership, and all of their articles so they actually have the print version also. It's actually placed inside the aircraft and also delivered to like business aviation companies, in that sense.
Oh.
Yeah. So because they're more on the business general aviation, so we actually placed in a few what are the certain key things that Paul Neff can actually focuses on.
I think from a business story standpoint, right? Like if Honeywell is interested to also service the luxury airline market, then this is an interesting opportunity to go for. To talk about how you're designing for these kind of aircraft or certain information or trends that you've noticed in this space. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds like an opportunity then. Okay. Luxurious airlines. Okay. Ken, let me have a look at that email and probably I reply from there. I think as of now, if it makes sense, then probably what I can do is also we can discuss what are the possible things that Paul Neff should actually discuss about for this magazine, and then probably what are the angles that could possibly reach to the right target audience, and then probably, probably from my side, I would need a proposal to also run through that with both Paul and also Andrew as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think in terms of the proposal or the proposed angles and everything, yeah, you can read the email first and
Yes,
if you
I'll
need to
let you
refine
know
it,
what I need.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you need us to refine that together before we go back to Paul and all, right, then yeah, we're happy to do that, but at least let's use that as a starting point first, okay?
Okay, sure. One more okay. Any more question on this? No more, right?
No.
Any other updates?
No, I think that's all the stuff from us for now, yeah.
Okay. Routing back to Tate, right? Because the instruction we have is like, let's not have any comments on us pulling out on Tate, as well as don't talk about the Honeywell defense offerings in Taiwan. But just now when I had a call with Robert, and I did heard that the other marketing team are planning some campaigns for the Taiwan commercial thing. And so far, my understanding is they don't get any instructions, and it doesn't seem like an issue. Do you see it as an issue?
When you say Taiwan commercial, right, that means it could be like the
Yeah, they are
airlines
doing some lead gen campaign, something like that, some website campaign,
no, it
trying to
shouldn't.
drive attention.
It shouldn't. In any case, right, from our perspective, it actually supports the whole narrative that Honeywell is still has vested interest in Taiwan, and it's not like Honeywell is saying like, oh yeah, because of China, we don't care about Taiwan anymore. So we would suggest that they go ahead with that. I mean, corporate may have a different standpoint because they are just being overly cautious, but from our point of view, that as long as it doesn't mention defense or so.
Okay, yeah, I think the sensitive is the defense.
That's really your biggest issue, right? That everything is stemming from the point where China said that, all these companies decided to sell to Taiwan defense, and therefore they deserve to be black marked. But this one you're selling commercial stuff, and I think that even the Chinese government is also understanding that, you all can't just like not do business in Taiwan or even Hong Kong, right? Just because they're China. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, my another update is for Seoul ADAX. The following up questions that you all have, what I'll do is from my side is I'll actually run through the previous briefing document and try to be specific on the questions, and then go through it with the sales team. Then only I can come back to you all on that.
I'm just gonna say this very quickly. I hope that Seoul and China don't have any issue, because there was a little bit of tension even in the past month. But thankfully none of that tension has been anything around military or so. So we just hope nothing.
I'm going to. I think every trade show discussion I ask this question. Have you met this before? Have you met this before? I think every trade show I'm facing like different sensitivity.
Yeah.
Is it normal? Previously last year.
Yeah, we just have to hope. Like I said, the worst thing is that we are getting hit in terms of all these like international political issues, right? And it's really just collateral damage. Like you just sit down there, kena whack. So really that's the case right now.
Like last year, do we have a lot of this, or
No.
it's just because of political? It just happens like recent year, and it gets serious.
It's really because the political issue just kind of blew up, and that's.
Yeah, and Thailand defense, I know there's sensitivity because of the election coming up.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, really, it's really because of American-China issues. Like this whole Taiwan getting caught in between is really because America decided to show a force to China and just say like, oh, we're not happy you China, so I'm going to sell to the person who doesn't like you. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, today is a quick one. Thank you so much. Anyway, I really appreciate you all like helping me in terms of giving advice and how it should be done. Yeah, really appreciate that. Thank you.
I think we all need to think it through, because we all, from the agency perspective, right, we have certain information and we will advise you certain ways as well. But internally, we also can understand that there are certain pressures or certain stakeholders that need to be attended to also. So it's best that we just hear all the different perspectives, right? And then from there, we all decide like what's the best way to approach it, lah. So it's also important
Yeah,
for
and
us.
you all have better understanding in corporate as well. Yeah, that's the part that I'm still learning. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll give back another half hour back to you all so you all can go back early, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ivana. See you then.
Have a good week ahead. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.